Hey, 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 hey.
What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Cornell, the Tech Savvy Rider. Hey, today is Tuesday. It's right after the Labor Day weekend, so today should be 6th of September. First thing first, I want to wish a happy belated birthday to Lady Luck. She's overseas, so I wasn't able to spend the holiday, her birthday, with her. So I'm wishing you a belated happy birthday. Today I want to talk about, today was the first day that I took DEATHSTROKE to work. After the whole 3-day, 4-day weekend for some of you, I was finally able to get it up and going, and I took it to work this morning. I got a lot of praises on it, a lot of thumbs up. People liked the way it looked, the way it sounded. So it gave me the motivation to keep going, but I need a break because this 3-day weekend wore me out, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm finna go over the Slingshot and show you some of the work that I had to do and what really had got to me doing the light setup for the wheels. I came across some stuff that it just didn't make no sense for me, and I want to share it with you all so you can be prepared. And this is only dealing with the Slingshots, the rear wheel takeoff, and your Slingshot has saddlebags. That task, saddlebags and rear tire removal for a Slingshot, is a is a headache from hell. You hear me? And so I'm gonna tell you what I had to do in order to get it going. Alright, here's our DEATHSTROKE. I got a lot of work done to it as far as putting it all back together. Got me a little decoration going, put me some interior stuff in it. Got me some, copy matching and stuff, and, trying to make it look all pretty and stuff. I don't know what it is about me and colors, but I have a knack for this type of stuff. So, just bear with me as I put my thoughts together on what I'm trying to do, and y'all will see it just sent the finished product as I get through it. I do have my ring lights, my ring wheel lights on, my wheel ring lights on, but I won't be able to display them until night. So hopefully I can make a quick night video and add it to this video so you can see how they turned out. Now for us, the light setup themselves, I had to use a 70 lead LED for the left side, a 70 LED for the right side, and then at the bottom I have a 36 lead, flexible strip lead. So that'll give me a total of what, 70, 140, about 176 LEDs per wheel. And I had to do it that way because the LED strips for the Rollin Eyes, the highest number so far is the 70 LED flexible strip. Is the highest number of LEDs per strip that you can get for one strip. So I got 2 70 leads and 136, but I made a complete circle, but I got them going in a downward movement. So the left side will be going this way, the right side will be going that, and then the bottom side will be going back and forth. So yeah, I want to see how it's going to turn out. Now What I want to share with you all is the headache I caught trying to remove this rear wheel, and the Slingshot has saddlebags. I'm gonna tell you now, this was a headache from hell, and I'm gonna tell you the first thing I had to do, that I noticed I had to do, I had to pull out my motorcycle jack stand, my motorcycle jack stand, get it away from up under the vehicle, because I was gonna lose the vehicle. Yeah, it's a good idea that you can use it by placing it on the side right here and jack it up a couple of inches to check your fan, you know, check your belt and stuff. But when it comes to actually taking the tire off, that is a bad idea to use a motorcycle jack stand, a two-wheel motorcycle jack stand on a Polaris Slingshot. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. If nobody else said it, that is the worst thing you could ever do. And I'm talking from experience, because I almost dropped this thing trying to do that. So lucky for me, I had left 2 studs with bolts on it. So when that Slingshot came out, got away off of that jack stand for that two-wheel motorcycle jack stand lift, when it hit the ground, it was still, the tire was still on it. So luckily I didn't take all the studs, the bolts off the studs. So that's what saved me. Alright, so the minute that happened, I stopped my operation and I went and bought me 2 lifts. One for the left, one for the right. Now the deal with this was, when you're picking up the rear of the Slingshot, it's no big thing. You can probably use one jack lift and pick it up and use a jack stand, another jack stand to pick it up. However you decide to do it, you're gonna need more than one device holding up this Polaris Slingshot. So what I did was end up getting me 2 jack lifts, and I jacked them up on both sides. And I'm gonna try to demonstrate while holding the camera. Let me see if I can do it this way. I had to pull the jack lifts to the side and jack it up like I was back here doing exercises, just so both sides could come up at the same time. Okay, now you got the idea of what I was trying to express by me showing it. Once I was able to do that, I locked in the jack stand, jack lifts, so they wouldn't come down on me. And the worst part of this whole thing was, once I removed the studs, removed the bolts off the studs, as you can see, there's no room for the tire to actually come off the studs. You have about so much thread left that the tire is still stuck on the studs, because it cannot come off because of the saddlebag. So what I had to do, and this is what tripped me out, I had to raise up the jack lifts a little bit higher. And then once I got up high enough, I had to come on this side and grab the wheel. And I'm trying to explain it to you while I'm trying to show you how I did it. I had to pull the wheel to me and rock it back and forth just so it could come off this stud. Now here's the sad part. I had to deflate the tire in order to even make it budge. If you leave the air in it, you're not getting anywhere. You have to deflate the tire all the way and rock it back and forth to you until the tire, the rim itself, come off the studs. Now that was not so bad. Putting it back on is the same way. You have to lean it, the tire, bring it up almost in an angle, pulling it back bottom side to you, back and forth while it's still flat, and hopefully you can get it lined up where the studs will come through the rim holes here, so you can get it back on. It took me 3 days. 3 days. All because I started out trying to use a two-wheel motorcycle jack stand, which is a no-go on trying to remove a Polaris Slingshot rear tire that has saddlebags. You got to jack it up high enough so it can come up, and once you got it up and stable, you got to rock that rear tire off. That two-wheel jack stand for a two-wheel motorcycle jack stand, it will not cut it. You're gonna damage something. Like I said, lucky for me, I still had two bolts that was on two studs that was still on the wheel before that the jack stand started trying to get away. So now I wanted to share that story with you. Alright, now that the wheels are back on, the rear wings are back on, the wheels are back on, my bad. Alright, so what I'm gonna do tonight, I'm gonna clean it up right now. As you can see, here's some of the lights, some of the LEDs. It turned out pretty nice. Now, as far as the service, when I made my left turn, my lights on the left side came on, and what I did for the rear tire was, the front has the left blinker, front right has the right blinker. Now for the rear tire, I had to do 2 sets on the rear tire. So on the left side is 1 set, 70, 70, 35. So when I hit the left blinker, this side of the tire will blink, and then on the right side for the rear, this side of the tire. So if you can see these two rings here, one represent the left, the other one represent the right. Even though, you know, I couldn't do 4-wheel because the Polaris has 3. So this was the best way I could come up with thinking about how to do it, and it turned out pretty nice. Other than that, this rear tire removal for a Slingshot that has saddlebags, forget all the videos that you saw about somebody using a motorcycle jack stand. Prove me wrong if you could do it, and your Polaris Slingshot has saddlebags on it, and you was able to take that rear tire off with that 2-wheel jack stand. Make a video and I'll pay you $100. I promise you, it can't be done. You need some. You're gonna need some additional equipment, either another jack stand, 2 jack stands, 2 jack lifts, whatever. But that by itself is a no-go. Somebody prove me wrong. $100 on the table. Other than that, the rest of the video I'll show it tonight when it get dark. I'll let you see the lights on the wheel, and then that'll be the end of this video. So y'all stay tuned. GoPro, stop recording. Hi YouTube, this is your boy Tech Savvy. It's roughly about 10 o'clock past my bedtime. This is going to be a night show for the wheel rings. I want to see how they turned out. So I'm gonna start the vehicle up, and then I'll do a demonstration right quick. So y'all hold on. Alright YouTube, this is the start up when I first turn the lights on. That's the front wheel. And here's the back. Okay, I'm gonna do a demonstration for the signal lights. I'm hoping you all can see this stuff. Left side, right I'm gonna do a test for show mode. Alright, I'm satisfied. It turned out pretty good. This is what I want to see right quick. If I can see if I can set this up. Bear with me. Alright, hopefully it came out so you can see it, but I got my last name as the brake light. So alright, YouTube. Hey, I guess this is the reason why they say you can't see black people at night. Hey, I'm just joking. But hey, I hope you enjoyed the light show. far as the wheel ring, that concludes the wheel ring installation. It turned out pretty good for me. Now it's just time for me to do the rest of the vehicle. But I'm gonna take a break because this took a little out of me. It took longer than I wanted it to take. So y'all bear with me. It'll be a couple of days before I attempt to do any more lights installed. But as you can see, the Rollin Eyes light LEDs, whatever imagination that you can come up with, they will let you implement it as long as you apply the right, what's the word I'm looking for? As long as you apply the right method of installing them. Once you do that, your imagination just let it run wild, and that way your vehicle be unique from anybody else's. Till next time, that's my spiel for the night. Y'all have a good one. GoPro, stop recording.
Hey, hey, hey.